Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Nano ibrid. This is the long neck version of it. I'm going to try to kind of do an open box and a demonstration on how to change out from a rotary tip, which this would be the rotary piece. From that to, you have an option of two different throws, a 3 and a 12 millimeter throw. This would be the 12, blue is going to be the 3. Different size backing plates. Basically a 1 inch to a 3 inch, or a 2.75, granted everything's in millimeters. Your horsehair brush, your nylon brush, this is going to be a 1 inch Velcro backing, your 2.75 or your 3 inch, and then this will be your 1 inch denibbing pad. It's a interface pad. Granted, it might be hard to focus here, so. And of course the two size pads, you get the yellows, which is your polishing one, and then you have the blue ones, which are coarse. And two tools. This one is for removing the rotary, or when you're installing a backing plate to your actual DA throw. So this is your counterbalance. Focus it here. There we go. As you can see, this piece spins, the whole counterbalance spins within the head unit itself. So, and then this one is actually to remove your DA dual action counterweight. So this will fit around it to stop it from being able to move within the head, and then you can actually use the other piece to remove the backing plate off of this spindle shaft. So that being said, I'll try to do a quick demonstration on how to change from a rotary, or install a rotary, because currently there is not a attachment within the head. So install a rotary, the backing plate with pad, and then how to remove it, and how to install either one of the 3 or 12 millimeter DA pieces. So here we are. If we can get it to focus. I'm not a pro at this, so don't touch me, please. So currently this is how the Nano comes. This is a long neck. They also make the short neck, but there's no head unit in it when it arrives. So we'll do. Granted, there's a locking button on the back of it. Don't hold this in when you're trying to run the machine. So when you want to install a new piece in it, such as this, see if we can get it to show up here. Granted, make sure that you have it in the off setting, because if you accidentally hold that down and it starts spinning while you're trying to load this. However, I have been told if you get really good at this, you can set it to a low speed. Granted, do not try this at home. Start it, run it without holding the stop button in the back of it. So finger start this, hit the trigger, it'll wind up and tighten it for you quickly. Currently we're not going to do it that way. We're just going to leave it in the off mode. Hold the lock button on the back and thread it in here, because I'd prefer not to cross thread anything if that was a possibility on this. So it's finger tight. Now I'll take my little nifty tool here and set it on there. It only goes on either that way or that way. It is grooved. So snug it up. And now we have the rotary spindle on there. All we have to do now is put the backing pad on. Backing plate, sorry. So at this point this is already tightened, so I don't actually need to use this fancy tool. As long as I have the button on the back pressed in, this will be locked, so I cannot turn it. So just take this piece, which is my 1 inch. It's pretty simple. Snugged. And now it's ready for a pad. And there you have it. There is a 1 inch rotary. Speed it up. Pretty simple. Now, there's the rotary function. Now let's turn it off here again. And we're going to switch it to one of the DAs. Doesn't really matter, so press in the back so it's locked. Really, you can just basically do this with thumb to unwind the vacuum pad. Take your tool, loosen that up. I can take it off. And let's see, we'll go with the big one. We'll go with the 12mm. So the top spins, obviously it has to free spin, and the bottom needs to spin into it. So get it centered and started, and it's pretty simple to spin it. Snug it, and we'll take the second tool, put it around the head of it, and it's snug, tightened. Now from there, we have the option of going, granted you had the same option with the rotary, the 2.75, 3" basically, or the 1". So we'll go with the 1" for now. Now the issue with this one is, I'm trying to spin it on there, I don't know if you can see it at all, but you see the red piece, it's also turning. So instead of holding the trigger in on the back here, we're going to need two tools. Basically the first one was this one to install the DA section. The second one is this one, because just like the rotary, it has that little piece inside there. So get the show up here. I'm going to move the counterweight around so I can actually demonstrate this a little bit better. Flip to the other side. It's easier with assistant here, but so I'll put that one on there to hold that in place so it doesn't rotate on me. And we'll put the 1" pad on there. Not much room of view on this piece, so try to get a better angle for you. Snugged up. And now we have a 1" pad on a 12mm throw. Yeah. Put a little power on there. Now we'll put pad on there. Dash. Sorry, neighbor. Dash. Come here. Had to be when I'm trying to record something. Go lay down. Sorry about the disruption. So, put the pad on there, 1" pad, granted I put it on all crooked there. Straighten it up there, and there you go. That's how you do it. So, quick interchange. Try to speed this up a little bit quicker here for you. Dash. Little wild dog. So, fit that on the center there. Let me show you here. Great, I remember Jeremy Harding at Rupes Ammo Workshop. Slight difficulty, so I won't feel so bad if it takes me a second to remove a part. You heard that lock in the back there. Now I can loosen it and then just spin it off. I think it's easier to remove than it is to install it. We'll put the rotary piece back on, just for the time being. And we'll swap it from that to the large head. Still being locked on the back because it's a rotary. There you go. Quick install. Pretty easy. And this would be your Rupes Nano. Hopefully that helps you out if you had any questions on how to remove or install a part. So, there you have it. Thanks.